Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jane and today I'm going to be sharing my 5 top best and worst luxury purchases, and some of them are going to shock you. So let's start with the number 1 best purchase I made in 2021, and that would have to be this Cartier Ledger necklace in the rose gold with this, I think this is the small size diamond. So this necklace is just amazing. I've been wearing it constantly now for the last couple of months. I never take it off, and I shower with it, I go to the gym with it, and it's just a fantastic piece because it still looks amazing. It's still very shiny and it doesn't irritate your skin. The rose gold goes really well with the Asian skin tone, I think, and it's just a little tiny subtle diamond that's not too, doesn't attract too much attention, but yet it still looks very elegant and very understated. And I just love this necklace, and I think it layers really well as well. And for the price, it's not that expensive. It's a great entry piece, and for something that you can wear 24/7, I think you really get your money's worth, which is why this is probably the best purchase. Okay, so now for the first worst luxury purchase, it would have to be these Hermes Aloha sandals. So these sandals are made of rubber, and there's a little tiny heel on it. This is perfect for the beach, and it's got this really understated design on the top, which is great. But the thing with these shoes is that it is incredibly uncomfortable. So I've tried walking around in these, and you can't wear them for too long because the little edge here really starts to dig into your foot and it will start cutting, and it's not fun to wear these at all. So the good thing is that at least these weren't that expensive, but for rubber sandals, I think they were still like $400 or something, which is not cheap for rubber sandals. And I guess they would look good at the beach, but you just really can't wear them that long because they're just very uncomfortable. Alright, so my second best luxury purchase would have to be this Hermes Kelly belt. So I got mine in the gold color with the contrast stitching and with the rose gold hardware. So I really like the rose gold combination with the gold. I feel like it looks a lot more feminine, a lot more subtle than the gold hardware. And of course, if you watch any of my videos, you'll know that I love rose gold hardware, and I'll buy it any chance that I get. So another thing with this belt that's super awesome is that it's very versatile and very sleek. So it's actually adjustable. You can actually adjust the length of the belt to whichever length you want, and you can actually wear it around the waist, or you can wear it around the hips with pants. So that's why I love it, and I just love how I can wear it with everything, and it's just been a very versatile all-around piece to have in my collection. Alright, so for my second worst luxury purchase, it's gonna shock you guys. It's actually my Chanel medium classic flap. So hear me out, guys, before you start sharpening the pitchforks. So this is definitely a worthwhile investment bag. I think the price of this bag went up almost 55% since when I purchased it in 2018, and just the price increase in 2021 alone, there was 3, so that was insane. So it's definitely held its value. It's definitely been a worthwhile investment for sure, and I know it's going to be harder and harder to get the classic bags. However, the reason I grouped it into the worst luxury purchase is because I just don't get as much cost per wear. I almost never reach for this bag, unfortunately, just because with the double flap, it actually makes the interior compartment really small. You can't really fit that much into it. And because of the caviar leather, now I know I'm not too much of a fan of stamped leathers like Epsom, caviar leather, Saffiano. I know they're really durable, they're very usable, but I'm just not in love with it as much. And lastly, I think this bag, it's kind of everywhere. I see it everywhere. It's become almost very common, but it's still a beautiful bag. I don't think I'll ever sell it. I just don't really reach for it as much. And one more thing with this bag is that I'm not a fan of the Chanel quality. It was such a headache just to find this bag in the quality that it is. So I'm gonna touch upon that in my next video when I'm gonna be comparing my classic flap with my Chanel Boy, and I'll talk a little bit about my experience at Chanel and why I'm not a fan of Chanel. But if you can tell, so this is actually a pretty good quality caviar from that year, but I just think that the flap is slightly crooked. And that's the thing with Chanel bags that irk me, is that for the price that you're paying and the amount of money you're spending, the bag better be like perfect. So that's another reason why this bag doesn't have the best memories associated with it. So my third best luxury purchase is not necessarily designer per se, but it is this Dyson Airwrap. So I bought this near the beginning of 2021 and I've absolutely loved it. So it comes with all sorts of attachment heads, and there is a small blow dryer attachment as well, but it's not as efficient as the actual Dyson hair dryer itself. But there's these little barrels that you can attach on. This is what I mainly use in the larger size, and it just creates the most beautiful blowout curl. So it's not like the little tight curls that you would get from your curling iron, but it just makes a really effortless, flowy and big voluminous curls. So that's what I really love about it. They make your hair a little bit less oily. I feel like the days that I blow dry with my Dyson, my hair actually stays fresher for longer compared to if I don't use my Dyson after I wash my hair. The curls also have this little transformation throughout the days. The first day it is a little bit more voluminous, a little bit more defined. On the second day it kind of loosens out a little bit and it becomes those little Korean waves, which is just really pretty. So I really love this, and this is definitely one of my best purchases as well. The only downside to the Dyson Airwrap is that it can take a little bit of time to curl the entire head of hair, and I do have a lot of hair, so it can take me even 30 minutes after I shower to get all of my hair curled. So it can be a little bit time consuming, but if you think about how it can last for a couple of days until your next wash, then it might be worth it. Okay, so for my third worst luxury purchase, it would have to be this Hermes Click Clack bracelet. Even though it's beautiful in the rose gold hardware and in the white color, it's more like a bangle bracelet. So you push in like this, you twist the H, and that's how it opens. The reason that I'm not really reaching for this is because, as you can see, when I put it on and close up the H buckle, there's still a lot of space between my wrist and the bracelet, and it slides around like crazy, and it's not a very snug fit. So this might be great for someone who has a little bit thicker wrists, but for me it just seems a little bit chunky, and it doesn't seem as fitted as, say, my Cartier Justin Clou, which I reach for a lot more. And because this is also not fine jewelry, it can be tarnished, or it's probably not great to use too much with water. And also, as I get older, I feel like I'm really leaning away from logos. So the H is something that I'm no longer drawn to. So I do like something that's a little bit more understated, like the Kelly buckle, or something that doesn't overtly scream Hermes. So for my fourth best luxury purchase, it would have to be this Strathberry bag. I think this is the Strathberry Crescent bag, and I got in this beautiful white color. So this doesn't actually come with this strap. I actually got this strap from Etsy, and I think it was super cute, even with Chanel bags. But it comes with this little chain strap, and you can wear it crossbody as well. It's the perfect length for crossbody and as a shoulder bag. So the reason I love this bag is because it's so carefree. I reach for it all the time, and even though it's white, you would think that it would get color transfer like crazy, but it's held up surprisingly well, and there's really been nothing at all on the leather. I've had it East-West before in the red, and I've had it for many years, and the leather still looks just as good as the day that I bought it. So that really just kind of speaks to the quality of Strathberry, and I think their leathers are super sturdy, and this is not in like a stamp leather or anything. It's more of like a more pebble leather, and I think Strathberry is a very underrated brand, and love their bags. Alright, so for my fourth and final worst luxury purchase, I know I couldn't think of a fifth one, but it would actually have to be this Burberry scarf in this camel color, which is the classic color. So the reason for that is, I know this is like a classic item that everybody, you know, wants or have in their closet, but in this color specifically, I think it's just too overdone. I think everybody has it, whether if it's real or fake, but you just kind of see it everywhere. I know it's still a really nice scarf. It's cashmere, so it's very warm, very soft. Love it, but I feel like I just prefer it more in other colors that are more unique, or just in other designs altogether. I feel like the Burberry check is a little bit too overdone, but it does go really well with a Burberry trench coat though. So this paired with a Burberry trench coat or with like a similar camel colored coat, I think still looks really great. So for my fifth best luxury purchase or purchases, it would have to be the Hermes Constance 18 in Nata with rose gold hardware and the Birkin 25 in Blue Nuit with gold hardware. Both of these bags will have really special places in my heart, and especially the Birkin, it just has massive sentimental value because I did get this in Paris and I don't see myself selling any of these bags, and I'll probably have them for the rest of my life or pass them on to my future daughters if they want them. I've used them as well, and I would have to say that the Constance, it's so versatile because you can fit so much in it, and it's a crossbody bag, so love it. And with the Birkin, because of the Togo leather, I think it's just gonna hold up so well. So really happy with both of them, and they're definitely best purchases. All right, so to make up for the fact that I only had 4 worst luxury purchases, I wanted to include a bonus best purchase. So this is not luxury by any means, and this is not sponsored at all either, but I'm just in love with these knee-wide bras. So these bras are very interesting. I bought both the nude and the black pair, and they're supposed to be like a one size fit all, which I know is a little hard to believe, right? How can one bra fit from, you know, a double A all the way to, I don't know what the large extent of it is because I'm more on the other end. But these bras have surprised me. So these bras have been so comfortable because they're supposed to stretch to fit and mold to your skin, so they feel like there's nothing there. That's why they're called barely zeros. So there's the ones with a little bit of a thicker strap, and there's also a spaghetti strap option as well. And I would have to say I've been wearing these constantly that I don't even reach for my normal bras anymore. That's how comfortable they are. And I'm the type of person that the moment I get home from work, like the bra is coming off. So to have this on constantly is really saying a lot. And it actually does mold to fit. There's not much of a gap. It's so comfortable, and I'm just kind of surprised at how amazing it's been. So definitely recommend this. I think it's absolutely worth the money, and I think each of these bras are only like $20 or something like that. So definitely check it out. Love. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of my picks, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!